Are you one of those people who's been dumping piles of turmeric into your water every morning, chasing some kind of magical health glow? I totally get it. The promise of feeling amazing is hard to resist. But here's the thing, you might be missing the mark big time. Don't click away just yet. Stick with me, because I'm about to spill some turmeric secrets that'll flip how you think about this spice. We're talking real, practical ways to enjoy its perks without wasting your time or your energy. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this. Let's jump right in. Before we kick things off, let me know where you're tuning in from in the comments. Got questions? Drop them below. I'm here to help. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. So turmeric's got this huge reputation, and it's all thanks to curcumin, that vibrant yellow compound that's basically the star of the show. Curcumin's like the superhero of the spice world. It's famous for fighting inflammation, giving your liver a little TLC, boosting your immune system, calming your stress levels, and even helping those achy joints feel a bit less cranky. That's a pretty impressive resume, right? It's no surprise turmeric's everywhere these days. People are shaking the powder into smoothies, stirring it into teas, or popping it in pill form like it's candy. But hold up, there's a sneaky little problem. Curcumin's kind of a diva. It doesn't mix with water, and your body's not exactly throwing a welcome party for it. That turmeric water you've been chugging, yeah, most of that golden goodness is just sailing through your system and out the other side without doing a darn thing. It's like buying a fancy car and leaving it in the garage. Total waste. Let's unpack some turmeric truths that you're not hearing everywhere. Stuff that'll save you from spinning your wheels. First up, dosage is everything. Turmeric's a spice, and spices are tricky little players. A small amount can make your body hum with happiness. Think of it like seasoning your food just right. But if you go overboard, it's a whole different game. Turmeric's got these compounds called oxalates, and while they're not a big deal in moderation, pile them up, and you might be in for some trouble. We're talking bloating that makes you feel like a balloon, gas that sneaks up at the worst moments, or even a mad dash to the bathroom. Push it too far, like with those super concentrated supplements, and you could even flirt with kidney stones. Not exactly the health boost you signed up for, huh? So, let's keep it chill. A little goes a long way, and those crazy strong turmeric shots or mega dose pills, skip 'em. They're more hype than help. Next, you've got to mix it like a pro if you want to feel the magic. This is where most people trip up, and I don't blame them. It's not exactly obvious. Curcumin's stubborn as heck. It won't dissolve in water, and your body's not great at snagging it on its own. Studies show that without some help, about 90% of it just zips through your gut and says, "See ya." That's why your turmeric water or those fancy curcumin capsules might be a big fat zero in the benefits department. But don't worry, I've got the fix, and it's easier than you think. Curcumin needs two besties to really shine: fat and black pepper. Let's break that down. Fat's the first key because curcumin's fat-soluble. It dissolves in it like they're made for each other. Mix turmeric with something like oil, butter, or even a splash of coconut milk, and your body's suddenly like, oh, I can work with this. Then there's black pepper, and this one's wild. It's got a compound called piperine that acts like a turbocharger, boosting curcumin's absorption by up to 2,000%. That's not a small bump. That's a game changer. Just a tiny sprinkle of pepper when you're cooking with turmeric, and you're unlocking a whole new level of goodness. So next time you're in the kitchen, don't skip these two. They're the secret sauce to making turmeric work. Now let's tackle the big debate: supplements versus the real deal. Curcumin pills are popping up all over the place, on store shelves, in ads, you name it. They sound tempting, like a shortcut to all those health perks without the effort. But here's the tea: they're not regulated by any one official, so you're basically rolling the dice on what's inside. Some might be packed with way too much curcumin, which can irritate your stomach or even put stress on your liver. Nobody's got time for that kind of drama. Plus, there's something special about whole turmeric, the stuff you find in the spice aisle or fresh at the market. It's not just curcumin in there. It's got a whole crew of compounds that team up to fight inflammation way better than some lab-made pill. Think of it like a band. Curcumin's the lead singer, but the backup players make the music so much richer. So, why gamble on a supplement when the real thing's already got everything you need? And here's a game changer you might not have thought about. Cooking turmeric is where it's at. When you heat it up with some fat, like a drizzle of olive oil or a pat of butter, it's like flipping a switch. The heat doesn't just make it taste better. It actually boosts the healthy vibes and tones down those annoying oxalates we talked about earlier. You don't need to go crazy. Just 4 or 5 minutes in the pan and you're unlocking a treasure chest of goodness. It's such a simple trick, but it makes all the difference. Whether you're sautéing veggies or simmering a soup, that quick hit of heat turns turmeric into a total rock star. So how do you actually weave turmeric into your life the smart way? If you're ready to tap into its anti-inflammatory awesomeness without all the guesswork, I've got a plan that's easy to stick with. First, cook with it. Seriously, this is the simplest way to make it work. Toss 3/4 to 1 teaspoon into your everyday dishes. Think dals that warm your soul, curries that pack a flavor punch, soups that feel like a hug, or even a quick veggie stir-fry. The oil you're cooking with teams up with the turmeric, letting your body soak it all in, and that little bit of heat just seals the deal. It's not about reinventing the wheel. Just sprinkle it into what you're already making, and you're golden. Second, let's talk turmeric milk. Haldi dood, as I call it. This one's my absolute favorite, and it's so easy you'll wonder why you haven't tried it yet. Grab some milk, any kind works, dairy or plant-based, and warm it up on the stove. Stir in 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder and let it bubble gently for 5 or 6 minutes. That's it. The fat in the milk makes the curcumin happy, and if you're using dairy, the calcium even helps keep those oxalates in check. Want to jazz it up? Toss in a pinch of black pepper or a few strands of saffron for a little extra flair. It's cozy, it's delicious, and it's a sneaky way to get that turmeric boost without even thinking about it. Third, turmeric pickle. Yep, you heard me right. This one's a bit more hands-on, but it's worth it. Start with a fresh turmeric root. You can find it at most grocery stores or markets. Chop it into small chunks, about the size of a pea, and let it dry out in the sun for a day or 2. Once it's ready, mix it with mustard oil and your favorite spices. Think salt, maybe a little chili powder if you like a kick. Jar it up and leave it in the sun for another 2 or 3 days to let the flavors meld. After that, just 1/2 teaspoon with your lunch or dinner, and you've got a tangy, curcumin-packed sidekick for your meal. It's a fun way to switch things up, and it lasts for weeks, so you're always ready to roll. Let's circle back for a sec. Why does all this matter? Turmeric's not just some trendy spice. It's been around for centuries, especially in places like India, where it's a kitchen staple. But somewhere along the way, we got lost in the hype, dumping it into water or buying overpriced pills, and forgot how to use it right. The science backs this up. Curcumin's benefits are real, but only if you play by its rules. Fat, heat, a dash of pepper, these aren't random hacks. They're the keys to making it work. And when you do, you're not just jumping on a bandwagon. You're tapping into something that can genuinely support your body, from easing inflammation to keeping your system humming along. So, what's the takeaway? Stop wasting your time with turmeric water or sketchy supplements. Keep it simple, keep it real, and make it part of your routine in ways that actually deliver. Cook with it, sip it in milk, or get creative with a pickle, whatever fits your vibe. The point is, turmeric's got so much to offer, but it's not going to hand it over unless you meet it halfway. That's my turmeric rundown for today. Hopefully this clears up the confusion and gets you excited to try it the right way. How do you like to use turmeric in your life? Drop it in the comments. I'm dying to hear what you're cooking up. If this clicked for you, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for hanging out with me. Catch you in the next one. Take care.